So we have a micro switch that we just press and hold, and the door opens with the auto skin, similar to the Jesko and Regera. Hi guys, welcome to the Trilinear Life. I'm Viggo Wolf. I do concept and development for Koenigsegg Automotive. We are here at Quail and we are showing our TC6 Gemera. This is the V8 version, twin turbo, hybrid, 800 horsepower electric dark matter, in-house developed and built e-motor, 5-liter twin turbo V8 producing 1600 horsepower. Combined power between e-motor and ICE combustion engine is 2300 horsepower and 3000 Newton meters of torque. If we move on to the inside of the car, we have our new illuminated door button, where we've actually thinned out the carbon so much that we are flexing the carbon to press the button inside. So we have a micro switch that we just press and hold, and the door opens with the auto skin, similar to the Jesko and Regera. So when we step in, we are met by this nice tan interior, super nice mix between Alcantara and normal leather. We have our new cluster. It's very similar to the one that we now have implemented in the CC850. So we have analog and a digital cluster, so show your speed, boost, oil pressure, temps, gear indicator, and everything you need to just run it as a family car. So now in here in the interior, we still have our 8 cup holders, 4 in the front, 4 in the rear. 2 of them are heated and 2 of them are chilled. You control it through your HVAC menu here, where you also control your, of course, fan speed, your airflow direction, your demist, windscreen, your AC, everything that you have in your normal Koenigsegg. If you toggle through the menus, you will have your status of vehicle, you will have recharge, G-force, speed, lap times, whatever you want we can implement, more or less. Going through the settings, you have extra drive modes if you would to need it through the screen. If you go through vehicle, you have, of course, mirror control, folds and angles. We have our window settings, wipers if you want to go from here instead of your column stocks. You have auto race, so going certain speeds, the windows will automatically roll up or roll down. Going to, of course, track, the car will become low, a little bit more bumpy, a little bit more aggressive in both the power band and your traction control and steering feel, because we have adaptive steering since it's an e-servo. Going to the driving tab, you can choose between a manual with paddles, or you can just go from just normal driving into paddle mode, same as the Jesko or CC850. You can choose between rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. You can choose between hybrid, electric, or just straight-up combustion engine. So, if you join me inside, we have these super comfy rear seats, which are fixed to the chassis. So you can not tilt the rear seats, you cannot move the rear seats, but they wrap around you really nice, so you get this really canopy snug feeling. In the rear infotainment, you can do similar to what you can do in the front. You cannot, of course, control any of the driving inputs from back here. But here you of course have storage, just very similar to like the Regera. Behind this cover here, you have 2 subwoofers. This speaker system, the Koenigsegg Crystal Clear, has 14 speakers in total. If we go over to the roof, from the interior standpoint, which a lot of you don't know, is that we actually have a tintable roof. So the roof glass can become transparent or as dark as this. You can only do it from the front because it might interfere with the driving. So if we go back to the front in a little bit, I can show you that, of course. That we have our standard reading lights. We also have it in the front, of course. We don't have any door control back here. The doors will be controlled from the front. You can pop the hoods, you can pop the front hood as well. So coming back here, we of course are met by our 5-liter in-house produced V8 twin turbo. This is a hot V engine, so the turbos are on top. That is what differs between the Jesco engine and the Gemera engine. New cylinder heads, so we could move the turbos up into the valley of the engine. Straight behind the engine you have your luggage compartment, where we actually fit 4 full-size carry-ons, which are included with the car and can be customized to your liking. You can have them like this in raw carbon. You can color match them to the car, and you can also change the wheels to match your car if you want to, which is quite cool. They are made of full carbon, so they are very lightweight, and they are the biggest size you're allowed to use as a carry-on. So you have 4 of them, you have 4 seats, you can go on a road trip, you can go on a weekend tour. And they just slide back in. Up here, something you might not know is that we have a small roof hatch that gives you access to your first aid kit, an umbrella holder, and also the warning triangle. And if you see our car during one of our shows or on the street, you should notice our little ghosts that we try to hide.